this is the first page that you'll see. Can you see my screen where it says DPOC training demo in the top right?
Okay, so just for clarity for everybody, the link she clicked, if you'll see the URL box at the very top, that's where that link is. Do you all see that? Okay, that is the same link she posted on the screen. Okay, just to make sure everybody knows that. Okay, you're on, Kate.
Okay, cool. So as you can see, it'll say you're not connected, and then you can call with this device, preview the script, or call another way. This is the script that we worked on together. And so the first part will be, may I speak with, and then the person that you're speaking to, and then you'll click the answer depending on, making sure you're talking to the right person. And then it goes into the first part of the script. And we'll have time, you'll have time before making calls to look through the script and practice it. But this is what it will look like when you're in the system. So for this one, let's say this person was not contacted by their county to fix the issue. And then it'll say, this is the section about how we give support to the voter. So the script's great. We can help you check your status right now. And then I'm going to fix this in the script, but if you ever see a link to something, please spell it out on the phone. So you would be go to the website, my.arizona.vote, and then spelling it out just to make sure the person, it's clear for the person when you're going through it. And this one does have a lot of information on it because it has our frequently asked questions. So this would be open depending on what support the voter needs, and as well as the county information. When you are making calls in this area, on the right side of your screen, will include the name of the person as well as the county they live in so that it's easier for you to check which county they need support in. So let's just say, okay. And then it'll go through that method and you'll be at the end of the script. So if you preview again, talking to the correct person, let's say they were contacted, then it goes into asking them about their experience of fixing this issue. And so were they able to submit documentation? Yes. And then we can say, can I ask you a few more questions? And then it will go into types of support. So let's say they had help from their family. What made it hard or easy to provide documented proof of citizenship? And there's a few answers that they may give. So let's maybe say that they got information from the county. Okay. And then how did you feel when you found out you weren't eligible for a full ballot? Maybe they, are frustrated, and maybe disheartened. And then do you still plan to vote in the next election? Why or why not? This is pretty open-ended, but you can kind of gauge how the voter feels. And so maybe they, are very much still going to plan to vote in the next election. So you would say a strong yes. And then this next question is for the purpose of collecting stories. So we would ask them, are you open to sharing your story anonymously or publicly to help us advocate for clear policies? And then we would answer that. And then both of the yes options will take you to this, where it will allow us to record their email in case we can reach out in the future. And so then you would type the email, click submit. And then, as I mentioned, it'll show all the answers of how you clicked through the script. And then you can click back to change any of them. And then when we exit, then we can connect our device. I'm not sure if it'll do something weird because I'm also on Zoom, but we can see.
Hi, welcome to the dialer tool. Press the Start Calling button on the device you are using to access the dialer, and wait to be connected to your first call.
Okay, so it will talk to you, which is helpful. So we can click Start Calling. And this is probably calling one of our staff members right now. So it's in the calling queue, so we're waiting for someone to connect, but it's likely no one will connect as we're testing this out. But when they do connect, it will bring you to that script first page, and then you can get started. And that is it for that part. So if someone does not pick up, the pre-recorded voicemail will be automatically be sent to them. It'll only connect you with a person who answers. So if it gets to the end and no one answers, then that means we've worked through the entire list. So if a person doesn't connect, you will never see that on your end. It only connects you with people who answer and say hello, and then it will put you into the script.
Okay, that was the question. So right now, if someone doesn't answer, they'll get a voicemail message?
Yes.
Okay, so then what happens? This person didn't answer. How do you go to the next person?
It's cycling through the numbers right now.